Hey everybody, welcome to MVP MREs. Today we're gonna be doing the chicken fried steak. This is a request from Z. Sergeant Slap Happy is gonna be taking it over from here and kicking it off and showing us how to cook this delicious meal. Suye, it's all you, brother.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of MVP MREs. I'm super excited. We have been blowing up lately with requests on certain foods. We are seeing a lot more activity. I mean, I am to the moon back. I'm also absolutely freaking starving. So I'm super excited to kick this off and get this ready because the shred diet I'm on is not working for me. I want some more delicious
All right, thank you. No, it's mine. I'm working on it now. No, I appreciate that, Bob. Thank you, brother.
And Saluti's beating the meat.
Ooh, I can't say something again.
And Saluti's beating the meat.
Can everybody hear
I
me?
can't say something again.
And Saluti's beating the meat.
Can everybody hear me?
Can't. Yeah, I can hear you now. Good.
All right, perfect. Sorry, guys. Some technical difficulties.
All right, bye.
Apparently, they wanted to mute me because I just had too much just awesomeness to say. They didn't want to drown anybody else out. So if you're just tuning in, sorry for the technical difficulties. So basically, what we're doing today, and our first bowl that we're going to take for the country fried, the keto style country fried steak that we're going to make, we want to take a cup of almond flour. We also want to do about a teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, pepper, and salt. The pepper and salt is to taste. I also personally threw in another teaspoon of Tony Chachere's, no salt. And then our second bowl, what we want to do is do about a quarter cup of heavy whipping cream. And then we're also going to do 2 eggs, right? 2 eggs. Actually, 1 second. Let me find something to put my eggs in. So in the kitchen, always wash your hands, wash your produce, your vegetables, everything else, especially after touching raw meat or poultry. Cleanliness is next to godliness when it comes to cooking. We don't want to get sick. We want to eat healthy, delicious food and not be sick. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and add my eggs. And I'm going to grab a fork and whisk it up. Now, again, guys, remember, I'm also doing 4 of the steaks for myself. If you're cooking for 2 or more, a lot of these ingredients, let's say you're doing double, you're cooking for 2 people, right? Same amount of meals and everything else, just double the amounts that I'm telling you. If you're cooking for 3, triple the amounts, 4, quadruple the amounts, etc., so on and so forth. All right. So now that I've got that whisked up, got my eggs mixed in with the heavy whipping cream, because again, I just said it, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. Remember, guys, when you wash your hands, sing the birthday song. That's just enough. All right. Now that we're here. All right, Z, you caught up? Everybody caught up?
Yeah, we're good. We got the flour and seasonings mix. We got the eggs. My wife beat the meat, and
See, y'all are just ready. Y'all went straight to that other stuff, beating that meat.
teamwork. Yeah, that's about it. We're good.
All right, sounds good. So, all right, so next step, of course, Z kind of already went there. So if you're watching a little early, he already started. Basically, what we want to do is we want to cube our top or round sirloin now. So for those of you who have this tool, it's a great tool. All it does is cube it. I've got one for chicken, beef, and also tough meat. And then for those of us who don't, those of us who are some pros at it, you just use your fist. We're used to that. Nothing, Dixon? Damn.
Bro, how can I comment on already the awesome ass comments?
A laugh, a chuckle, or something. I feel like I'm by myself.
No, I'm here, brother. I just keep myself muted because ain't no telling what I'm going to spout out with.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and beat my meat. Tiana, if you're watching, yeah, this is usually what I'm doing when I say that. So, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. So I've actually got a few some select cuts that are a little bit bigger than most that everybody's gonna do. So I'm actually gonna cut mine in half real quick, and then I'm actually gonna pull it up to the camera so y'all can see what I'm talking about when it comes to cubing. And beating your meat is fun and all, but being able to understand why and what's going on will make this a lot easier. Go ahead and flip it over and beat it again. All right. So Dixon, let me know if you can actually see it or if I got to pull it back some. But can everybody see the divots?
Yep, you're
Of
good.
how it's all right. So basically, what that does is it's called cubing. But when you add flour and things like that, what it does is it creates those divots in order to hold more and actually have basically the fried skin hold and latch on better, right? Instead of it just being a smooth surface. So go ahead. And what I'm going to do, guys, just for time's sake, because I've got a few other cuts that I've got to do, I'm going to go ahead and cook this one. And then after we're done, then I'll just continue to cook my rest after. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take that slice of meat, put it directly into the flour first. So basically put it in there, kind of push it down, get it all nice in there, flip it over, get it coated. Or you could, if you've got a pan, you could dredge it, which means just put it down and drag it. Do the same thing for the other side. I want to kind of get a little bit of the excess off. And the next thing that I want to do is put it into the egg and heavy whipping cream. All right. Let it drain a little bit. And then put it back into the flour. Now, I will say keep a wet towelette or a towel close to you because as you do this, you're going to get a buildup on your fingers, right? All right, so now that that's done, I'm going to set it aside. And now I've got it essentially what's called breading. I've breaded it. All right? Z, I can't hear you. You're muted.
I was just singing a song. It's called Bread It.
Bread.
Bread It.
Or happy,
Bread It.
or happy
Bread It. Wait, all I need is bread. Something in my head. Something like that, yeah. Look it up. It's on Spotify. It's pretty good.
Yep, I actually messed up on this one. Force I have it, guys. Force I have it. All right. It's all nice and mixed. Set this aside. All right, real quick, guys. Be right back. Again, guys, if you're just joining us, what we're doing today is a keto-style country fried steak, actually requested by Z Shadow himself. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Sergeant Snap Happy. I'm the founder and CEO of Vulcan's Forge. I do corrective exercising, meal prepping, nutrition, and fitness workouts. You can find me on every platform. Its username is Sergeant Slap Happy. Happy is with one P because you never want to give away too many PPs. You can also find me at Vulcan Sports Training on Facebook. So real quick, while I go wash my hands to move on to the next step, Dixon, if you wouldn't mind, if we got anything on coming in through Twitch?
Z, how's it coming along over there, brother? But let's see the breading. Ooh, yeah.
See that meat be dripping.
That meat be dripping.
We kind of already started frying one.
Oh, that's fine.
come
Yeah,
on.
I mean, yeah. Look, if the meat is hot, the meat is hot. You got to fry it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, guys. So apparently Z was so excited about this one that he actually went ahead and asked me how to do it, so he can kind of skip along because he's ready for it. So for those of you who are still on par with us, I just finished doing my two. I have a few more to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, I'm gonna keep this process going so that everybody can catch up and watch. So basically, the next step that we want to take is we want to take our pan and do about a quarter layer of oil, the avocado oil, into the pan. Now, don't try to crowd the pan because it's gonna be too much. It's not gonna cook right. But basically, what you want to do is get it started about a medium heat. Wait for that oil to cook up and heat up. Excuse me, high heat, not medium. Medium is for the gravy. Get it up to a high heat, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook and place that first one down. And I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna move the camera as we do it. We're gonna put that first one down and cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes per side. Right? It's gonna get that golden crunchy brown. We're gonna pull it out, and then we're gonna do a small little cut open to make sure that it's cooked right. Right? We don't want to see any kind of red. I understand it's a meat, it's a beef. You can do it red. Country fried steak don't work that way. We want it brown throughout, right? That's why we cubed it and everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. Let this heat up. And I'll actually start preparing my other ones too. So, Jason, we don't have anything coming on Twitch.
Yeah. Marine Zombie, I'd asked earlier what kind of meat everybody was using. It is pretty much the same, or if anybody had anything different cuts. And then somebody, I don't know who this one is, Tiana Nicole said that she didn't know who Tiana was after a comment about beating meat or something. I'm not too sure. I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah, some weird stuff. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Pretty much just checking in on the meat. Everybody's obsessed with the meat right now. I mean, the more you beat it, the more viewers we can get. We don't have to put pasties over the beaten meat, so we're good.
Look, I made sure I was covered because we were talking about meats.
I know, because you talk about meat, they're gonna be poking out. You get a little excited. It happens. It's understandable.
I can probably cut glass right now.
That's a fact.
So I know a big question we usually get on a lot of our meals that we do. What can you pair this with, right? So I will say I'm going to show everybody how to do this. Once mine are done, I'm going to move on to showing you how to do the gravy. Now, I will say I might mess this one up because this gravy specifically is something I actually haven't tried. So you're either going to watch me succeed or fail live with everybody. But that's the best part. If you fail, that's just one out of thousands of ways that it didn't work. Keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. That's why we're here, right? So basically, I'm going to do that. So once you have this, you have your gravy. If you do it, the best thing that I like to pair with a country fried steak, whether it's just a normal style country fried steak or it's a more healthier style, I love to do a mashed potato, right? And basically with this, if it's keto, you're wanting to watch your carbs. So I like to do a sweet potato mash instead. Sweet potatoes are extremely good for you, and they are even better in mashed potato form. I also like to pair it with a nice green, leafy green, whether it's spinach or kale on the side, or if I decide to do a broccoli or some green beans, or even Brussels sprouts for my crowd. How's it coming, Solidity? Ooh, looking good. We can't hear you, Z.
Hey, I got a question.
What's going on?
How much oil you put in the pan?
So you want to do about a quarter about a quarter of an inch.
Is it like a baking pan?
So I only have one size pan. Mine's a little bit bigger. But basically, if you've got a skillet, a smaller style skillet that you would probably do, you'd be okay with doing like 6 scrambled eggs in. It's big enough for that, 6 scrambled eggs. So something about this size, a quarter of an inch. All right, the bigger the pan, you still want that quarter inch, but it's going to be more oil because you have more volume that you have to cover to be able to get that quarter inch. But you want it to drown the steak.
I want mine as a air fryer.
So guys, after I do mine, I put mine in and show everybody. I actually have an alternative to actually using an oil, and you're able to use an air fryer. I have the temperatures and the times, but I'm going to wait until after because I don't want to confuse those who are just joining us. And I've also got some alternatives to some of the ingredients that we have. So we'll talk about it on the back end once I get mine done. Which, guys, I know a lot of us that come in, most of us don't have gas ovens, gas stoves. Some of us have electric. Some of us don't have stoves, Dixon. Still waiting on that to get finished so you can cook. But some of us have pressure cookers. Some of us have air fryers. Air fryers now are actually pretty cheap. They've even got new smart ovens that I actually thought about buying. I thought about buying 2 of them. One for myself to try and test out, and 2 as a giveaway for Vulcan Sports for MVP MREs. And I like this smart oven because what it does is it's an oven, it's a broiler, it's even got like a little air fryer on the bottom, like it's like oven style. And all you do is actually scan the barcode on, let's say, pizza rolls that you've got. You can scan the barcode, it automatically sets the time and temperature and everything else for you. It does the work, right? So everybody who's kind of joining in, stay tuned. Dixon, this is new to you. I didn't tell you about it because I want to do it live. So, guys, we're going to be doing a giveaway here shortly within the next, I'd say about a month, because I want to test the product first before giving it to somebody. If I don't like it, it doesn't work right, I'm not going to give it out. But we're going to be doing a giveaway. So, kind of like how we do the gift cards with everything we do with MVP, Salty Sailor, MVP MREs. It's going to be the next big one that's going to come is you're going to get a smart oven.
That's what I'm talking about. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be awesome, bro.
We have
Super
a question
excited.
over here.
Say again?
We have a question.
Z, you're sideways. That's why I'm doing this. Who's got? Is it Z? Who's got the question? Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking to Ron.
I'll just wait for the air fryer instructions.
Oh, so y'all have an air fryer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me 1 second. I saved it all down. I wanted to put this on the side. 1 second. All right, there it is. So basically, if you're using an air fryer instead of the oil, what you want to do is you want to set your air fryer at 370 degrees, and then you're going to cook those for about 7 to 12 minutes. Everybody's air fryer is different. I kind of tested mine. I've got 2 that I play with just to make sure that we all have different availabilities with things. So 7 to 12 minutes. Good choice would probably be able to set it for 10. Pull it out, check it. But again, for the air fryers, it's 370 degrees for 7 to 12 minutes. All right, so I think my oil is ready. We can go ahead and get us moving. and not a single soul can see what I'm doing. 1 second, guys. Work with me. Here we go. All right, can everybody see this?
Yep, looks good.
Perfect. All right, so guys, I know we shouldn't have to say this, but anytime there's a hot stove, a hot oven, please be careful, especially when it comes to oils. You don't want to burn yourself. For most of the Marines, yeah, we'll figure it out the hard way. But please be careful. But my oil is nice and heated, so I'm gonna go ahead and set this down.
We have another question here.
Yep, what you got?
Do you put protein in the flour?
I wouldn't suggest that. It's not made of the same consistent. I mean, it has the same kind of texture, but what's in everything, it's going to taste horrible. The only reason I can say that with confidence is because I've tried. I've tried. It doesn't work out well. All right, can everybody, Dixon, you got a clear view of it? Let me see. There we go.
Yes, yeah, we got a good view, homie.
Perfect. It's the countertop height. I got to figure something out. Maybe I need to get like a GoPro up and stick on my forehead, like a secondary view. What you think?
If we can find one to fit that forehead, then yeah.
Hey, look, I put on the bicep.
We ain't gonna find one to fit that one either.
Does anybody have any questions? Anything come through?
So with the gravy, so yeah, what kind of gravy we doing?
So basically, it's gonna be a white gravy.
Okay, I was just making sure. You know, some people like putting brown gravy for their chicken fried steaks, and I was just making sure we was gonna do that white gravy.
That is taboo.
I agree. I agree.
I like
Well,
brown gravy and white gravy mixed together.
You're just out there, Z.
I'm just kidding. I just like white gravy.
basically, like I said, I know how to cook a white gravy and a brown gravy from scratch. I know how to do a roux from scratch. This recipe, though, hang on, let me do some so we can kind of get a view. This recipe that I'm doing for the white gravy is kind of taking a lot of the fattiness and everything else out of it. So it's something I've never tried. So again, like I said earlier, this is new for me. It may not work out right. I know the recipe, but the quantities that I'm using, because I have a bigger pan, might not turn out just like I want it. So if it doesn't work out right, guys, I apologize in advance. But I will also put out a new video with new recipe as far as new quantities or a different way to try it as I kind of tinker with it. All right, so I've got 3 minutes on one side. Is it over? So, go.
Looking good.
Ooh, Z's got a couple done. What's they look like, Z? Ooh, don't eat them yet. I know you're staying one step ahead. Don't eat them yet.
Dude, I can't help it. I gotta get my meat in.
Hey, Sergeant Slap App, we got a question from Sapper. What's the cream cheese faux?
Cream cheese is actually an alternative to, and I'm probably saying this wrong, Exumba gum. So what it does, all it is an ingredient that helps thicken it up into a gravy. So the cream cheese is an alternative to that because sometimes it's hard to find that ingredient unless you go to one at like a high-end store. Because again, what we're trying to do is cheap, easy, healthy meals. And sometime I looked into it a little bit more. And again, probably saying this wrong. I've never really messed with it, but looking into it, there are a few cases where a lot of people are allergic to it. So I try to find an alternative instead.
All right. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one up. I'm gonna cut it open and see how it looks. Make sure it's cooked thoroughly. And I've got just a few more minutes. I would show you. I put it on the camera, Dixon, but it's a little. I did a little cut.
Oh, you good, bro.
It does smell absolutely delicious, though. All right, how's everybody looking? Oh, Z's playing the Switch. Hey, real quick, a personal shout out or question shout out. Actually, if anybody is good with custom PCs, hit me up on Discord after this. I got a quick question. Got a new PC, but it's kind of running a little slow. Just want to get a little advice on how to fix it. Let me see. Let's go ahead and cut it open. Perfect. Let's see if I can get the lighting. See how it's nice and brown?
Yeah, buddy.
So, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss in my next one. Ready, real quick, kind of kick back to here while we're waiting. For those of you just joining us, or you took a break coming back, I am Sergeant Slap Happy, founder and CEO of Vulcan's Forge. I do corrective exercising, we do fitness, I do nutrition, and we do meal prepping. Today we are still doing the keto style country fried steak. If anybody has any questions, you don't feel like shouting out a question in the Twitch or Discord, you can always reach me on Discord, Twitch, Facebook, Sergeant Slap Happy. Happy's with one P. Don't give away too many PPs. But yeah, if anybody's got any questions or anything like that, anybody's kind of, hey, I can't have that. What can I do instead of this? I'm more than happy to answer any questions that anybody has, right? Dixon, what is something that you want to see next?
Huh. Let me think. I tell you what, because we've only done one of them, the egg bites. What about a breakfast?
Okay.
Something with we can, yeah, like a whole breakfast, omelet, biscuits, cauliflower, whatever. For bit, well, I don't know.
Ooh,
I think that. Ooh, I mean, you could do protein pancakes.
that one's too easy though. I have one that I was actually going to try tomorrow morning. It's it's basically a breakfast brownie, but it's all protein.
All right, well, we getting a couple comments. Marine Zombie, he wants chicken on chicken breakfast. So you might as well fry up a chicken, bake a chicken, put a biscuit in between the two pieces of chicken, and then there's your chicken biscuit. So that's a chicken on chicken breakfast. And he also wants more protein pizza. And then Tiana wants she definitely wants the breakfast too. So I think that kind of sums it all up.
I think she wants candy is what she wants. But uh, for zombie, how about a chicken on steak between the inside of a breakfast pizza?
Say that again, you broke up.
So how about a chicken on steak inside of a breakfast pizza?
What? It's like what
All
kind
the
of
protein.
charcuterie of breakfast meat and I just
Protein.
yeah, but I mean I'm confused. Z, do not put your switch in the microwave. Do not do it.
I've got a few different breakfast items. I'm actually I was going to play with tomorrow and Friday, and I'll see how it comes out. And as far as cost wise and everything else, also ingredients, because like I know there's a couple different like protein pancakes, waffle cake mixes that are out there that are really good, but they're not always available. Um, so to kind of put a pin in that one, guys, a lot of the ingredients that I buy and do for this, they're readily available. Whether it's Walmart, Walgreens, Albertsons, Costco, Sam's, trying to think of some Publix, basically almost anywhere that you're going to be able to find these, right? Well, I'm not going into these high-end, fancy Whole Foods and all this stuff where everything's overpriced. Everything that I buy, I mean, honestly, if they could have it at the dollar store, I'd probably buy it at the dollar store, minus the meats, because I wouldn't trust that. So everything, everything is readily available to you where you buy your normal groceries. So the excuse I hear all the time, well, it costs too much to eat healthy. Well, no, it doesn't. Not at all. If you go to Whole Foods and buy these high-end, products, yes, absolutely. But if you follow us and watch us and listen every first and third Wednesday of the month, you reach out to us on Discord. I can show you how to meal prep super easy and super cheap and still make it taste good. Good foods. Uh, just a personal example, I used to shop at Albertsons. It was right down the road from my house. I used to eat 8 meals a day, right? 8 meals a day, all day, every day. And I used to feed myself for an entire month off of $100 because I knew what I was looking for. I knew what to get, right? Now take it now's time because this was a couple years ago. Yeah, it might cost 150, but still to be able to feed yourself for $150 for an entire month and 8 meals a day, you can't tell me that it's too expensive or that it costs too much or that it's too much time. There's no way. There's no way. Like right now, Z is literally playing Switch and cooking at the same time. So don't tell me or give the excuse to anybody that, oh, I just don't have time. You have time. It's the mentality. You have to be able to get your mind to the point where you want to better yourself, whether it's to save money, like instead of eating out all the time, you want to become healthier. Hey, that's great. You want to try new recipes. You don't cook all the time. Let's say you're not a cooker. Well, hey, let me show you how. Like, you're doing country fried steak right now in a healthy way. Like, how awesome is that? And I can honestly give that thanks to Z. I never thought about that. I never thought to even try to reach out and look at country fried steak, which is something I love, to make it healthier. Z requested it. I did the research. So, guys, no question that you come to me and ask or that you request is going to go unnoticed or unanswered. I will answer anything. If I don't know it off the top of my head, I'm going to find it out for you, right? This is what I love. This is my passion. I love my job. It pays my bills, but this is my passion. Not just cooking, but helping others achieve a mental state of happiness and healthiness, which is something that MVP does with everything. But for me, it's not just that, it's also the fitness aspect of it. Well, I'm not an all-star. I'm not a Olympian lifter or anything else like that. I can lift my kid up. I can run faster than her, thank God. But that's why I actually do what I do, is because it makes me feel good. I can keep up with my kid. You know, I don't want to be the parent that's like, oh, I'll come play with you in a minute. I'm out of breath. No, I don't want that. Like, so never be ashamed to reach out to me. I promise you, I'm the last person that is going to ever have any judgment whatsoever, right? And I know in the fitness industry, it's like that. And a lot of y'all have body dysmorphia, but you've never actually talked to anybody about it. I personally have it, right? It's something near and dear to my heart. I have body dysmorphia. And that's a big subject for a lot of people. And if you want to talk, I'm here. See, do not eat yet. You got to wait. We got to cut it and eat it together.
I'm waiting.
All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap that up real quick. Guys, please reach out to me about anything. All right. So kind of moving on. And I did have to save this on my notes, so give me 1 second for the gravy. It's xanthan gum. Sorry, xanthan. All right. So basically, the country gravy, what we want to do is turn down our skillet to medium heat, right? I'm going to have to let a little bit of my oil out. So it's going to take me a second to do that because I got to dispose of it properly. By the way, guys, for those of you who don't really cook all the time, or you're not, and excuse the phrasing, fully adulting yet, do not put hot grease down your plumbing. Do not do it. It will cost you way too much money to fix that. Just don't do it, right? So best thing to do is find a container that will not melt, so no plastic. Put it in a container that will not melt, let it harden up overnight, and then dispose of it from there into the trash can. Life hack. There we go. Hey, look, Dixon, we're doing life hacks. All right, so one second. All right. So let me take care of the excess grease that I've got, because you don't want a whole lot of grease, right? I know mine has a lot more in it because it is a much bigger pan, but you don't want a whole lot of grease. The reason we actually want to keep the grease, though, is because the flavor from cooking the country fried steaks is going to be the flavor to the actual gravy. For those of you who don't really know a good southern white gravy, you want the flavor of the meat. So guys, give me 1 second. Dixon, if you can see if we got any questions or comments while I'm going to be listening while I dispose of a little bit of this oil.
All right, so Zapper, I see that you're doing the gravy. Yeah, he's getting ready to do the gravy now, Sapper. You have cream cheese, Parmesan cheese for some reason. I don't think Parmesan cheese is gonna be all that good with chicken fried steak. I mean, just a betting man here.
I mean, are you cooking?
What's that?
Nothing. I'm just gonna eat.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I had a kitchen, I sure would there, Z.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Yeah, yeah. You can go ahead and remove your foot anytime from your mouth.
Hand, foot, mouth disease.
I know.
It's a real thing.
All right, Sue Yates, all you, my brother.
All right, hey guys, give me just 1 second. I'm trying to pull the rest of my ingredients out so I can do this gravy. So bear with me. You are actually now experiencing an on-the-fly recipe. Let's. All right, so guys, we're gonna kind of move to the gravy and give me a second as a transition, because I need to set the camera up over here. One second. All right. Just. All right, so guys, for the gravy, this is something you got to do on hand and not move from, because we're going to have to stir this mixture consistently and continuously as we do it. Give it a few more minutes, let my oil heat back up to the right temperature. But basically what we're going to need for our gravy is our heavy whipping cream again. We're going to need about 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Salted if you like it, it doesn't matter. I just chose unsalted. And then I have 8 ounces of cream cheese, but I'm probably only going to use about 2 ounces of that, right? And then, of course, just to season our gravy, I'm going to do some salt and pepper. So just a few more minutes, let my oil heat up. All right. And if you've got a whisk is going to work out very well for you on this one. If not, a plastic spoon, a wooden spoon, just something that's not metal, depending on your pot and pan, because you don't want to scratch the surface. If you have nonstick pots, anything metal is actually going to take away that coating. You don't want that. All right, so basically, I'm going to go ahead and start this. I'm going to get a cup of heavy whipping cream. And be careful, it's very hot. It will splash. Two tablespoons of my butter. And instead of my Xanthan gum, I'm going to do about 2 ounces of my cream cheese. All right, so again, guys, this is over medium heat. Once that's in there, go ahead and continuously stir for 2 minutes. While I stir and look, I'm not going to be politically correct. While I look retarded, trying to stir with my left hand over here, I'm also going to add in my salt and pepper.
So I know you said to stir it constantly for 2 minutes, but what's a good way you need, or what do you need to start looking for to see if it's done?
So, like I said, I made this disclaimer just because I've never tried it this way, but it's a little bit of a healthier style. Whenever you're stirring your gravy, especially doing like this, you're gonna look for it to start to thicken up. It's gonna thicken up a little bit more once you take it out of the heat and let it sit for a few minutes. But you basically, especially with the xanthan gum, the cream cheese, and the butter, you want to see it melted, right? You want it to see an even color throughout. Um, trying to trying to see if I can get it a little bit. Let's get this a little bit closer. I know it's kind of discolored because of the light color, but can you see how my salt and pepper are kind of spread throughout?
Yeah, I got you now. Okay.
Yeah, I sent that video.
Question. Oh no. I don't know.
I say if y'all are talking or asking a question, I can barely hear.
I have butter and cream cheese. That's all I know.
Yes, the butter and the cream cheese, and now remember you're gonna have a little bit of that oil left in that. Well, y'all did the air fryer, so for y'all, all y'all don't need a quarter inch thick of oil. I would probably do a quarter of a cup of oil. Let it heat up, and then put the butter and the cream cheese in there, and then stir it for 2 minutes. I forgot that y'all were doing the air fryer off the bat. I apologize. All right, so
No seasoning?
I'm going to take this off of the heat. 1 second. I'm coming right back. All right, sorry guys. This is a two-part that takes a little bit of movement back and forth. All right. So again, your question for the gravy?
I think she was asking. She has cream cheese and another one of the
Butter?
ingredients.
Butter?
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
cream cheese and butter.
Yeah.
What do you want me to
So
do with it?
y'all decided to do the air fryer.
We're doing both.
Oh, y'all did both. Okay. So whenever the oil that you have in that pan, if you've got a lot of oil, you have a big pan, you've got a lot of oil, we want to reduce that amount because we need probably about a quarter of a cup of that oil. We don't really need any more than that. Otherwise, it's just going to be just oily. But once you reduce that, you've got that oil heated up, then you're going to add in that cream cheese, that butter, your salt and pepper, and then mix it consistently for about 2 minutes. And then once that's done, that 2 minutes is over, we're going to cut the heat. We're going to move it off to the side and let it thicken up. So once it starts to cool down, it'll start to thicken up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, is everybody catching up? Got any comments or anything?
We are good to go, my brother.
All right. What questions do you have?
Dude, I'm actually I'm following it. I'm actually anxious to see how I've never had gravy with cream cheese in it or made with it. So I'm actually really anxious to see how this turns out.
I am too, because my biggest fear is to look like a fool for trying something for the first time.
Well, dude, you gotta try something to see what's good and what isn't. So I mean, hell.
Yeah, I usually do it, alone. But it was on the fly just because I found the recipe for it kind of last second, to be honest with you. I was like, man, like I can show them how to cook a gravy from scratch, but It might be too much, like too intricate.
Right.
So I'd rather find something that works with the ingredients, and I found it. So I was like, well, let me give it a shot. So it's trial and error.
Absolutely.
Found one way that it doesn't work, so let me go find other ways it does. All right. Doesn't take long. Let's see if we can. It's a good gravy consistency. Smells good. All right, let me get a spare plate. All right. So let's actually give this a shot. I'm so glad that fan went out. I couldn't hear anything. All right. Let's see. Here we go.
Ooh, that does look like some good gravy. I ain't gonna lie.
Where'd Z go?
I don't know. He's been trying to eat for the past 30 minutes, and now whenever y'all ready to eat, he ain't even here.
Okay.
Well, we gotta wait on Carlito and Sapper too. I don't think they're ready.
No. I know the gravy's still really hot, so I'm definitely waiting. I'm just kind of getting everything kind of set and ready because I've been moving back and forth on this one. So while they're letting their gravy finish and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of pick up the rest of my ingredients that I don't need anymore that need to go back into the fridge. Also, and wash my hands. So I'll be right back. Hey, I was thinking, Dixon, we probably should add like some music to this. I gotta step away.
Yeah, wouldn't be a bad idea.
Some elevator music.
Yeah, eating then pass out.
Get get some songs that Z sings, like of Z singing.
Whew. We want viewers. We don't want to run viewers off.
Yeah.
Oh man, you haven't heard me sing that.
But I've heard you talk plenty.
I was gonna say the wonders I can work with this esophagus. Saying.
Yeah, guys, I am still here. I'm just picking up some excess stuff while we wait on everybody else to kind of catch up. Sorry, guys, I'm not trying to be absent. I'm here. It's a lot of pickup for me. A little easier in the home cooking. Try to bring everybody the best visual experience possible. I'm excited about this one. I really am.
I am too, man.
Z gave me a challenge.
Z, where's your food at, homie?
It's actually on the ground on the carpet.
What?
Because I can't have it in front of me. I want to eat it, but I'm waiting. You know.
Get you. Hold on. We looking at sappers right now. Let me zoom up Carito's stream.
Damn, that thing's huge.
Damn, that came out nice.
Oh, so this is on the stove top, and this is the air fryer.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, it doesn't have to look pretty to be super tasty. I mean, look at me.
So yeah, this is the air fryer, and this was done on the pan. So the air fryer is definitely not pretty. This one is.
Yeah, that one's pretty. That one's mine. I call that one.
I kind of like the air fryer one.
Really?
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
But I fried mine.
Well,
Z has a soft spot for all.
The consistency of the cream cheese and the butter. I mean,
So
it
y'all,
tastes good before being cooked. So
y'all just have to add it to the oil.
yeah, once it's done.
Yep, not a problem.
Oh, Z, look at that shizznizzle.
Damn, hey, you're mopping.
There's too much left. Oh no. Is this better? Okay, I can't tell. There
Oh
you
my gosh, look at Sapper's back. Good lord.
There you go.
How's he fitting in that kitchen right now, Carito?
I'll be honest. I didn't use the sour cream gravy because I'm lactose intolerant, so I got this other gravy. So
It's cream cheese, but we get you.
but there's the cheese. But yeah. Ooh, I'm so hungry.
Hey, so after the grease, we can just pour it down the sink, right?
No. For everything that is holy, do not do that. I mean, if you're loaded and rich, you absolutely go for it because it doesn't bother you.
How do you dispose of it? Just in the trash, or do you?
What I do is I have a container. I'll actually show y'all. It's actually cheap. I got it at the dollar store. All it is just like a tin. And what I do is I put it in the sink just in case there is a little bit of runoff from it, because not everything is just indestructible. I pour it in there. I let it cool overnight, and then once it solidifies, I just dump it in the trash.
Oh, well, that's smart.
I try.
I gotta stop pouring it.
You know, I try to be smart on occasions. Another actual hack. This is actually like a good little sudden hack.
I poured a lot of that out.
Once it solidifies, instead of tossing it out, you can reuse the oil, right? So instead of like, especially like the avocado oil, it isn't cheap, especially in big quantities. So what you could do is if you're going to cook the same thing with it like this, I cooked beef, right? So what I do is wait till it solidifies. I put it in, I double up the freezer bag, but I put it in a Ziploc bag, and then I put it in my deep freezer. So anytime I need a big quantity of oil and I know I'm cooking a beef, I literally pull it out and put it right on the stove top and let it heat up to what it was. And until it just look right. Just don't do that with fish. My great grandmother, God rest her, used to reuse oil for everything. And one day I had a birthday, I was probably 4, and the carrot cake she made for my birthday tasted like fish. So be wary of whenever you reuse oils.
That's a pretty disgusting story. I don't think I'd want to have carrot cake that tastes like fish.
Well, she also grew up in the Great Depression too, so I mean, can you really blame her there for using everything?
Yeah, but no, I mean I can't. But at the same time, we ain't in the Great Depression. We can still have carrots taste like carrots right now. I mean, if we can have safe
Yeah.
places and safety pins, I think we can have carrot cake taste like carrot cake, not fish.
Yeah. But moral of the story is you can reuse the oil. Just make sure that you label it like, hey, I cooked beef with this, or I cooked fish with this. We can't hear you, Z. You muted.
Oh no, I'm talking to myself. I
Oh.
intend to do that a lot.
No,
I'm just like,
you weren't actually talking to yourself. I saw you were facing that country fried steak. You're talking to it like, yo, yeah.
I was like, well, I did look at it. I was like, Picasso, I like it. That's what I said to it.
I say, I just beat you. I'm about to eat you real quick.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like where this is going, fellas.
Hello, it's getting
You got a pretty mouth. I'm gonna beat you.
Can I eat it? Because
I know, we don't sapper.
I'm hungry. Wait, what'd you say? Where did you drop your camera?
We're good. We're making the gravy. It's almost done. We're almost done.
You're good. You're good. Hey, this is taking time, step by step. Just want to make sure that everybody is able to do it and cook it right. Now, I will say, you got to try both. Like, both of y'all have to try both. The stove one and the air fryer one. And then give us which one y'all thought tasted the best.
Yeah, we'll do. You said for the gravy, you just mix it, right? You're just mixing it.
Yeah, you just
and then letting it set.
Mixing it consistently for 2 minutes.
Is it supposed to be brownish?
Y'all probably have a little bit more oil.
Yeah. I say it's probably
okay.
Drying.
So wait, look, Sapper. Is it? Mine's not white, but is it kind of like this color or darker?
A little bit darker than that.
Y'all have a little bit too
brown on my skin.
Well, my butter was already hot. I mean, already colored to begin with because I added the chicken bouillon. Esa madre.
Oh, okay. Carito added some extra stuff into it. That's why.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
The bouillon. The bouillon.
No,
a bit more color.
No, it's not supposed to be on. Oh, she was asking if the stove was supposed to be on, but I was telling her no, right? You just mix it and then.
No, it's on medium heat, and you mix it. Once you're done mixing for about 2 minutes, that's when you cut the heat and you move it off of the heat, and let it harden for honestly just a few seconds.
Okay.
Z, I know you don't see it, but I keep seeing your eyes just jet down.
Looking at it?
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I mean, this is,
pencils.
Tuning in and watching. This is Z Shadow's request, right? He requested me to find a healthy alternative and a cheap alternative to country fried steak.
I'm practicing
And
strength.
I came out, I produced. So again, guys, kind of going back to our previous segment. If you've got a question and you think it's stupid, the only stupid question is the one that you haven't asked me, right? I don't know everything. If I don't know, I will find out. Just like with this specific situation, Z wanted me to make a healthy chicken fried steak or country fried steak. Sorry. And I did it. It took me some time, but I found it. I played with some of the recipe, and I found a way to make it. It tastes great. So, guys, hit me up with some ideas. some suggestions. Zombie wants something for breakfast. Dixon wants something for breakfast. Zombie added, chicken on biscuit on chicken. Like, hey, look, I will make a deluxe breakfast item menu for us for super cheap. And it's also something that you can buy the same ingredients minus a few and have lunch as well, right? Because you can pair it with some of the other meal prep videos that we've done before. So, guys, please reach out. I know we're getting more and more viewers. That's fantastic. I'm like over the moon with this. This has become my passion, and I love it. So if anybody has suggestions or they have something they would like to see, give me a challenge. They're like, oh, there's no way that blank item could ever be made healthy. Shoot it to me. If you're not comfortable shooting it to me, shoot it to Z, shoot it to Dixon. Let's give it a shot. I love a challenge.
All right, we're getting requests for some big guns. They want to see them guns.
Big guns come out after we eat, right before we close. It's Vulcan's Forge's signature.
I understand. I'm just telling you what the people want right now. I'm just telling you.
Big guns. Who requested?
That's that beautiful, beautiful man that is Bob Gaming.
Bob,
Hey, Bob's been doing some work in the gym too now. He's been going hard at it.
And I want to do this last segment, but I do want to give a shout out real quick to Bob. I was watching his streaming. Me and him connected. He actually helped me set up a lot of my Twitch. Helped me get ready for streaming. I tried it. I'm still working on it. It's not my forte. I love this a little bit more. But I would watch it, man, every night. Game. We did during the weekdays. On the weekends, we did. I forgot the name of the game, but he played a lot of games with the viewers and friends. He pulled them in, and he also does like one-on-one interviews with veterans, whether they're through MVP or they're outside of. And he actually asked me to do one with him. He didn't like my music selection, but hey, like everybody has their own each his own. Yeah, I had to put that in there, Bob. Come on now. But anyway, big shout out to him though. He's helped me out a lot with a lot of this and understanding like a lot of how Twitch works and the streaming and Discord and everything else. So huge shout out. And I know he was doing the last time I was able to talk and watch him. I think it was the Chris Hemsworth or the Superman workout. I can't remember which, so forgive me, Bob. But brother, I hope it's going well. And I'm gonna join you back on Twitch here soon.
Captain America, Chris Evans workout.
Yeah,
and he said, "Thank you very much for the kind words as well."
Absolutely, man. I love watching your content, and you're playing the same game I am, and you need to add me, Tiny Tina, man, all the way.
Vop, if I knew how to do a shout out on Twitch, I would. Let me try to give this shout. Hang on.
I already put his link on there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking awesome, Z.
Thank you so much for that.
Nope. I'm glad you did because mine didn't work.
How's it looking, Sapper? They're laughing. I don't think it turned out too well. Hey guys, again, look, y'all are laughing. I'm looking at mine going, it looks good, but I've never done it. So again, this is also a fail on me if it doesn't turn out too well. I'm gonna find a way to alternate it and make it better. If it isn't good, but again, that's part of trial and error, guys, and that has a lot to go with everything involving MVP, Vulcan's Forge itself, and then myself personally. You can't just try something one time and expect it to go perfectly. You got to try, right? I know we all have that mentality, like perfection, like on point, everything, like it's got to be done right. Like it's just instilled in us. It's part of who we are. But at the same time, a lot of people fail to realize that failing is not just the end of it. Failing is finding out that you've done something wrong one time. And if you give up, you've given up. Like, you're never going to find the end result. Keep trying. What's the harm in trying? You've already failed. What's the problem with trying again? So that has to do with fitness. So you tried a fad or a diet or this and that, months or years ago. Pick it back up. Try it again. That's why I love weights. If I fail to lift that weight, well, guess what? I'm kind of mad. I want to lift it. I'm not going to have an inanimate object tell me that I can't pick it up. I'm going to keep trying. And so when I do, I get stronger both physically and mentally, right? And the mental aspect is a lot of what we don't realize and that we scare away from. Mental health and mental stability is something that we all need, especially as veterans, right? We have to be able to be mentally okay with ourselves. And if we're not, we have to be mentally okay with reaching out to somebody to find that help, right? That's what MVP is about. So I'm going to kind of pause it there before I get too sappy and emotional because I tend to do that. Dixon saw it firsthand.
And ain't no shame in that, big dog.
No, I have no shame whatsoever, but I also don't want to go on a 40-minute rant with it. So I know Sapper and them are finishing up. They're getting their gravy on there. And I know, and Z is just on. Look, he turned his head. He's like, "Oh yeah, that monitor ain't on." He's looking at that plate.
You ready to try it out? Taste it?
Let's do it. Z, I'm mute.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. Let's see. No, I'm gonna keep my camera up.
I don't have my fork. I'm just gonna use my hand.
All right. Well, my breading's coming off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I like it.
yeah.
That's not bad. That gravy's good.
Pretty good. I've never made it. This is the first time I made it. I think I could use some practice with the frying, but I'll master it. It's pretty good.
I'm gonna say it live. I kind of surprised myself on that one. That one's good.
What's the gravy taste like?
All right, y'all. We've got two with Sapper. We got an air fried and we got a stovetop fried.
Air fryer.
Air fryer is better?
Fryer, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. The air fryer, for some reason, it's more tender,
Told you.
crunchier, and
Even though it looked like roadkill.
yeah.
Yeah, sometimes that's the best meat.
Don't ever judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
How'd y'all's gravy come out?
No.
Yeah, we're gonna skip that part.
Okay. So from
I think I left too much oil in there.
that's why that dark color, a little bit too much. I'm gonna play with that actually because the gravy can be used on this and a few other things, so it's a slightly healthier alternative for a gravy. So I'm gonna play with the recipe and find out the good oil, butter, and cream cheese ratio for us, and I'll actually post it in MVP MREs once I get it just right.
Awesome.
So, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of surprised myself. Unlike Sappers, but hey, trial and error. My gravy came out pretty good, and I'm very surprised. I'm from South Louisiana. I do everything from scratch, so I know what a good white gravy's like. This isn't bad. It's actually pretty good. So I kind of surprised myself with it. Guys, thank y'all so much for joining us. Before I do my wrap up words, I kind of want to toss it to Z and Dixon for their closure before we wrap it up here. Z, it's all you.
Yeah. All right. Hey guys, I'm Z Shadow, content creator, director of MVP. Really appreciate you guys watching and participating with us, making this country fried steak a reality. Thank you, Circus Lab Happy from Vulcan Sports, for doing this for me. Really appreciate it. It's one of my favorite things ever. I definitely practice restraint tonight. On that note, we do have a raffle for the participants in this cooking show with us today. If you want to share my screen, Dixon, or actually if you just view it and then make it big, then you can see it on stream. What I'm sharing, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yep, got it.
Me through it because I can't see.
I'll take care of it. So he just has the names up here for the people that's participating in the cooking show today. Yourself, Marine Zombie, AZ Sapper, Carrito Dorito, and Saludity, and Z Shadow. He will be spinning that glorious wheel, and we'll be seeing who is winning the giveaway.
All right, here we go. Oh, snaps.
Oh, Woo, Marine Zombie! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's fucking go.
He's like, oh snap.
Hey, anybody that's out there in chat just listening, every time we do a cooking show on every second Wednesday of the month, we will be doing a giveaway. The first and the third Wednesday of the month. First and the third Wednesday of the month for MVP MREs, we will be doing a giveaway. Same thing for the Salty Sailor Talk and any of our other events. We will be doing a giveaway.
Oh, you want to give it away, Marine? We'll spin the wheel again. If that's what you want to do. Give it away. All right, spin again, he says. All
right.
Where did it go?
You minimized it.
All right,
there we go.
All right. Let's remove him real quick. Such a nice guy. See, this is what happens every time. Everyone just gives it away. But here we go. All right. There you go.
Somebody got robbed. Robbed.
How about you know what? I'm gonna split it to two raffles, so 15 and 15. So we'll have two winners, and I'll remove myself. All right. So here we go.
Hey, look, hold on. Before you spin it, this is just what, look, I just had a crazy idea that we can do for this giveaway. Why don't we go ahead and throw in some of these awesome viewers that's been with us from the very beginning of the stream?
Yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and type in VOP Gaming.
Okay.
Kai is Vibey.
All right. Look at Nintendo get a jump in there.
Romans 12:21.
Hold on. Wait, Kai. I just gonna put.
That's fine, Kai. Romans. Tiana Nicole. And let me see if I'm missing anybody. Bob, you got Bob. Yup.
Yep. If you just jumped in here.
Then throw her in there.
So sorry, guys. I'm working on my final.
No shit, no.
Good.
You win there.
All right, all right,
All right, this is it. This is for all the meat and potatoes.
all right. Only one winner. Nope.
Whoever wins beating meat all night long.
All right.
Look, Carito and Sapper's doing their happy dance right now. Their happy food dance.
Zaps.
Yo, Pop Gaming, baby, coming in for the big old winner.
All right. No more giving away. Vop, I need you to direct message me.
Rob, my man, if you don't mind, could you please give Z a DM with your info, email, and stuff, and we'll get that gift card right over to you, my brother.
Yeah.
Hey, Marine Zombie, thank you very much for tuning in and staying chatting with us and hanging out with us and watching us cook, and greatly appreciate it, my brother. Always a pleasure to see you, man. Always a pleasure.
All right, guys. Like I said, I wanted Z and Dixon, aka Fat Boy, to kind of close everything up. So thank y'all again for watching this. This is something that has become such a passion of mine. It's been a passion, but because of y'all, it's just brightened everything up, and it's just a deep dive into this for y'all. Again, everybody can reach me, Sergeant Slab Happy. Happy is with one P. Don't want to give away too many PPs. On anything, you can find me at Vulcan Sports Training on Facebook. If you have any kind of questions, whether it's about meal prepping, it's about a training, or anything, you don't have to live in the same state. I can reach out to you. I can make you a program. I can do any of that. I do one-on-ones and everything else. And no, there is no fee for anybody with MVP at all. So I know some people are worried about that. Don't worry about it. If you're with MVP, reach out to me. Thank you again. This has been actually probably one of my favorites that I've done so far. So guys, keep the requests coming for a food, an item of breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, drinks, whatever it may be. Keep them coming. I'm loving these challenges and doing this every first and third Wednesday of the month. I do want to give a shout out to Dixon and Z for everything they do, for helping coordinate to making this better. What can we do better? Trying this, trying that. Guys, go like, follow MVP, Discord, Twitch, Facebook. I'm pretty sure there's some other platforms. We have more than just MVP MREs. We have the Salty Sailor Talk every Saturday. You don't have to be a veteran. You can just be a veteran supporter, right? We have Templo Fitness on Fridays. We have Mobility and Strengthening on Sundays. So come, join, reach out. And in the end, the most important thing, and I say this every single time because it's near and dear to my heart, it's near and dear to a lot of our hearts. If you are not in a good place or you need to talk to somebody, but you're afraid to, reach out to somebody. Reach out to one of us. Someone is going to answer that phone. If you're in a good place, everything's going fine, you're mentally stable and everything else, be the person someone can reach out to. You never know, you could save that life, right? Near and dear to my heart. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. And for everybody that cooked tonight, are we ready? We ready for the double bicep?
Yep, let's see them guns. Let's see them guns.
All right, come on, Z. You got to zoom your camera back. Sapper, y'all ready?
We got to see them guns, Sapper. Get that double bicep flex. Both of you too, Carito.
The double bicep, the Vulcan Sports logo, the signature. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, thank you so very much for joining us again today. Again, we're going to post this on YouTube. I think it's a 24-hour thing. We'll post it on YouTube. I'm going to start trying to like and share the YouTube links and everything else on my own Facebook, as well as Vulcan Sports. Again, just last few statements. Guys, reach out to somebody if you need it. Guys, if you don't need it, be the person someone can reach out to. Thank you guys so very much. I love every last one of y'all.
Dixon, Z, take it away.
Hey, thank you very much. We're about to raid in 3 seconds. Going over to that 80s kid. Stick around. We love you all.
Y'all over
We
here
out.
having a gourmet meal.